Good day, everyone. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I'm thrilled to welcome you to our webinar where we'll delve into the latest extensions offered by Zoho Cliq. Today, we're spotlighting three highly sought after extensions featured in our Cliq marketplace. Now, without any further ado, let's jump right into the webinar. As you all know, Zoho Cliq is a business communication software that helps simplify and streamline communication in an organization. It helps people communicate with one another, join meetings remotely, collaborate effectively in mutual projects, and with the introduction of networks, even communicate with external users outside your organization in a secure manner. In any organization, diverse roles demand various applications for their specific tasks. Yet, everyone within the organization rely on Cliq or their communication platform as the focal point for all their activities. This is where Cliq's extension and the marketplace come into play. Now, all the readily available extensions for installation are featured in the Cliq marketplace. Now, it's important to understand that the extensions are essentially bundles of interconnected components. What makes it even more exciting is that you have the flexibility to create your own extensions using the Cliq platform and share them with the community by publishing them in the Zoho Cliq marketplace. Now, as we step into the heart of Zoho Cliq marketplace, brace yourself for a world of possibilities. There are hundreds of extensions on there already published which are ready to be installed. Now, these are designed to seamlessly integrate into your Cliq experience. They allow you to tailor your workspace according to your exact needs. But today, we'll be focusing on just three of them, which are Notion, Figma, and Jira. Now, these are three newly released solutions requested by the majority of our user base, and they are crafted to elevate your communication, collaboration, and overall workflow within Zoho Cliq. It is to be noted that these three are the only ones that are being covered in this webinar, but there are hundreds of other extensions as well, which if you're not using these applications, you could check out the marketplace, see which applications that you're using that are already published in the marketplace, and you can try using these extensions as well. Now, let's kick off everything with Notion. Now, what is Notion? It's a digital workspace app, but it's more than just a note-taking app. It also integrates project management and documentation. It has been adopted by almost 30 organizations despite being a newly released extension. This shows that it's a popular extension choice for quite a number of users in our user base. Now, primarily aimed at project managers and team leaders, this extension is crafted to enhance collaboration and facilitate the accomplishment of both individual and team-centric goals. It's a powerful tool designed to streamline workflow and boost productivity for those overseeing projects and leading teams. Now let's get on. So this extension also provides a bunch of features which lets you access all your pages and database in Notion, and it lets you oversee all the properties of your database in Notion. It also lets you get access to a bot which lets you add new pages or blocks or entries to all your pages in Notion, and it also lets you search across Notion directly from Cliq. So all these things that you can do from the Notion app, you can do directly from Cliq. Now let's get on to a live demo where you can see how this extension works. Now, this is going to be your home screen. So this is the home screen for most Cliq users. So before we get into the extensions, all these extensions that I've talked about, Notion, Figma, and Jira, I've already installed here. But if you want to install an extension that you've already not installed, you'll have to access the marketplace. I'll show you how to install it from the marketplace. So to access the marketplace, I hope you guys can see if I'm going to zoom in just in case. So to access the marketplace, go to the top right next to your profile icon. This is going to be the icon, the marketplace icon. This is the extensions icon. You click on it and this will take you to the marketplace. Here you can see all the extensions that are already published in the marketplace. Right now we need Notion. So we're going to search for Notion. And that's this, Notion for Zoho Cliq. We click on it and click on install. Here you can see a short description about this extension and the key features that are already available and the tags and help documentation resources. So click on install. You select these two options, install. Here this will take you to the installation page. Since I've already installed this extension, it has a button called Take Me to Click. But if you haven't installed it and you're installing it for the first time, this button will show install. Now, after you click on it, it will install the extension and the button will change to Take Me to Click. Now, I'm going to close this. And with this extension, you get a widget. So here on the left hand side, you can see that there are 3 widgets: Figma, Notion, and Jira. So one point to note is that I've added these 3 widgets to the sidebar manually. When you install an extension, the widget that comes along with the extension will not be added automatically to the sidebar. To add it to the sidebar, all you have to do is go to Settings, More Apps, and search for that app name. So Notion. I'm going to click on it, and here there is this option called Remove from Sidebar. And if you haven't added it to the sidebar, this button will show up, Add to Sidebar. So if you click on it, it's going to get added to the sidebar. I'm going to close it. Here you can see that it's already here. Now I'm going to open the widget. So Notion. So these are they have 3 options: Pages, Database, and Active Database. So Pages will show all the pages that you have in your Notion app. So here I have a bunch of pages called Blog, Digital Marketing, Brand Guidelines, Developing an Advertisement Plan. So there are 2 buttons for each page: Open and Add Item. So Open will open the Notion page itself. The link to that particular page in Notion is available in the Open button. So if you click on it, it'll open your Notion app and it'll open that particular page. Or if you want to add a particular item, so let's say I want to add a paragraph to my brand guidelines, I can click on Add Items. So if I click on Add Items, a pop-up will show asking me if I want to add a page or a block. So according to Notion, they have 2 scenarios. One, either you can add a whole page or you can add a block to a page. So a block might consist of anything from heading, paragraph, image, or any attachment. So I'm going to click on block. Since I need to add a paragraph to my brand guidelines, I'm going to click on block. I can verify that it's the brand guidelines page. I'm going to add the component, choose the component as a paragraph. And after doing that, I get the option to write a text box, because obviously for a paragraph, you get to write text. So I'm going to write a text saying, make sure to use monotonous colors while using our logos in websites. Now, if I want to add additional components, I could, additional headings or callouts, but right now I just need to add this particular paragraph. I'm going to click on Add, and that's it. That block has been appended successfully. So this is how you can view pages, and you can also add items to particular pages in Notion. Now let's go to the next option, which is Database. Here you can see all the checklists. So in Notion, besides pages, you also have a bunch of checklists. Here you can add a bunch of to-dos, or you can also have meetings, recurring meetings. So here I can see that I have a bunch of tasks available in this database and a bunch of meetings, recurring meetings that I have in this database. Let's go to tasks. Let's say I'm a marketing manager and I have a bunch of team members working under me. So I have a weekly team deliverables for each member in my team that they have to submit to me by the end of 1 week or the next 2 weeks. So if I click on View, there are 2 buttons. So View Entries and Manage Entries. Here, if you click on View Entries, it's going to open the task and it's going to show me all the tasks that are available. So all the tasks that I've entered in my Notion page is going to be available directly as text in my widget. So here you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 weekly deliverables that are to be submitted to me by my team. So first one is the pricing page design overall, which has a tag for website, and it's assigned to Ryan, who is my designer. And the status is that he has not started yet. And you can also see that there's a due date for this and also a priority for it. And then there's a webinar. So let's say there's a webinar that's going to be happening for Notion integration, and it's assigned to Emma Kartner, and its tag is video production, and the status hasn't been started yet. And a blog called Digital Marketing. So here you can see that it has the deliverable name, the tag for the deliverable, the assignee, who the deliverable is assigned to, the status of the deliverable, the due date of the work, and the priority of the work. Now I only have 4 entries here. Let's say you're a manager of a big team. Let's say you have 20-30 people working under you. So then you'll have a bunch of entries, maybe like 40 entries, 50 entries, maybe 50 entries in your tasks. Instead of having to scroll down and find to try and find manually which deliverable that you want, you can use the search button to search for a particular team deliverable using keywords. So to search for a particular, so let's say I want to search for a task with the keyword blog. So I search for blog and click on search, and this is going to go through everything, and it's going to show me every team deliverable with the word blog in it. So here you can see that Olivia Palmer is supposed to submit her blog about digital marketing, and it's due on 9th of February. So if I want to talk to Olivia about this particular blog, I can just open a chat on the side, right side, and just click on and go to Olivia's chat, Olivia Palmer. Here I can see that. So by the way, Olivia said, by the way, I'll be out of station, so I won't be available till Friday. So here you can see that Olivia is not going to be available till Friday. So I want to give her a few more leeway so she can write the blog and she have some more time to write the blog. So instead of having to go back to Notion and edit the due date for her weekly deliverable, I can just click on update entry. And let's say the property is, I need to change the due date. So I'm going to change the due date. And this is going to show me the due date. So I'm going to change it to, so since she's not going to be available till Friday, I'm going to give her 2 more days. So Monday and Tuesday, I'm going to ask her to submit it on 14th of February. So I'm going to click on set date and time. And that's it. She's got a few more days, so she can write her blog in peace. So you can also add a new entry, and you can also change the active database into meetings. So here I have tasks, and then I can also view my meetings. So, and this is how the widget works. But if you don't want to open the widget, you also get a bot, like I mentioned at the start. You also get a Notion bot where you can do all this without opening the widget. So to do that, let's try adding a new deliverable through the bot instead of doing it through the widget. So let's go to chat. Let's go to the Notion bot. Here, there's a bunch of bot menu actions at the bottom. So add, search, update database. These are all the things that we did with the widget. Let's try adding a new database for the blog. So let's say, since Olivia is writing a blog on digital marketing, I want my designer Ryan to work on a social media post to market about the blog, about the digital marketing blog. So I'm going to click on add a new database entry, and I'm going to add a new entry, which is a task, and the properties that I want to add to it are a task name, assignee, status, due, and priority. So if I go back, it's going to give me options to add everything. So I'm going to say social media post digital marketing blog. I'm going to assign it to my designer, who is Ryan. I'm going to click on Ryan. The status is obviously not set because I'm just assigning it to him. So let's say the due date is, since she's submitting it by 14th of February, I'm going to ask him to deliver it by the same time. Set date and time. And I'm going to set the priority as medium and give him an add entry. And that's it. A new entry has been added to the database. It's called a social media post digital marketing blog, and the entry has been added to my task database. So with this extension, I've done everything that I do in Notion without opening the app itself. You would have seen that I didn't open the Notion app itself. I could view all the pages that I have in Notion. I added all the entries. I could edit the pages. I could add entries, database entries, update database entries, add new entries, take a look at all the database entries right from Cliq without having to open the app. This is how the extension works. This reduces me having to switch between the apps, so that I can do everything that I need to do on my own and collaboration in the single app, which is Cliq. Now let's go to the next extension, which is going to be Figma. So for those of you who don't know what Figma is a web designing app. So it's a versatile platform for visual collaboration, prototyping, and creative brainstorming. So it's for designers and creative teams. This extension is built for them. So this extension becomes an indispensable tool for these people as it fosters real-time collaboration and innovation. With features tailored for design workflows, Figma seamlessly integrates with Click and brings your design projects into the heart of your communication now. So all the extension features that you get with this extension are you get access to all your files and projects owned by you. You get a unified view of all your files, and you also get a shortcut to search and preview a shortcut and a bot to search and preview files in the Figma chat in a chat, and it also lets you insert your messages as comments in a Figma file. If you're a designer, you know how useful that is. So let's jump right back into the live demo and see how that works. So let's continue from here. So here you can see that I want my designer to create create a social media post for this digital marketing blog. Let's say time has gone and he's actually started working on it. So let's go to Ryan. So he says that he's done his work on the social media post, and he's went with a couple of color choices. So he's given us options. So he wants us to check out our Figma folder, and he's already posted them there. So instead of having to go to Figma and going to the shared file and searching for that particular file and opening it, I can just use this shortcut /Figma and enter. It's going to ask me to which project that I want to open. So I'm going to choose the marketing design project, and the file is going to be blog banner designs. I'm going to click on search. Here you can see that the Figma bot has shown me this particular file. So here you can see that it's only visible to you, which means that bot has posted a message that's only shown to you. Unless you click on this post here, it's not going to be visible to Ryan West. So I want this file to be available for him as well, directly in chat. So I'm going to click on post here. Here, if I click on this file preview option, this is the best part. The whole Figma file is generated as a PNG file in my chat. So the best part is, as a manager, I don't need to open the Figma file. So each and every single element in this Figma file, if you're a designer, you would know that this particular microphone and this magnifying glass, this laptop, this like button, this cup, every element is a design element that is designed by this designer. So they've designed each element, and they've added each element into this particular frame, and so if they open this Figma file, all of these design elements will take time to load. And as a manager who has to review this particular Figma file, I don't need to open my Figma and I need to load every single element. I just need to view the finished project instead of having to open Figma, wait for every asset to load, and then check it out. And also, if I open Figma and if I accidentally click on some particular element and drag it out, it could mess up the flow of the designers as well. I need a finished access to that Figma file as a PNG file without me having edit access, so I can just view it and give my comments. So this is that. I've opened that particular Figma file as a PNG file instead of opening the Figma app itself. Here you can see that he's given me 3 choices: black, purple, and yellow. So let's say I want to go for the purple one because black is a bit too dark and yellow is a bit too bright for me. I want to say the purple one looks nice. I've checked this out, closed it. I'm going to say the purple option looks nice, neutral, and nice. And I've entered it. Now, this particular comment is given to Ryan West in his chat. What if you assume, since Figma is a collaborative design, he's going to be collaborating with a bunch of designers in that Figma file. So I want this comment to be available to everyone who opens the file. So if this comment is going to be in the chat, in our one-on-one chat, no one's going to be able to see that comment. To do that, I need this comment to be available in the Figma file itself. To do that, instead of having to open Figma file, copy this message and post it as a comment there, I can just use the message action to post this comment as a in the Figma file. To do that, go to more options and search for Figma and post comment to file. Now if I click on this, this is the comment. It's already been added there, and I choose the project. So project is marketing design and the file is blog banner design. And if I click on add comment, that's it. A new comment has been added. Scott, me, has posted a new comment saying the purple option looks clear and nice, neutral and nice. That's it. Now, I've already also mentioned that Figma gives you a widget as well. So if we open the widget, you can see that it gives you all the projects. So right now I have one project, which is Zilker's marketing design project. So this open button will open the Figma file itself. And if I click on files, it will show all the files that are present in that project. So I have blog banner design, dashboard marketing, and handoff library. So this is the blog banner design is the one that Ryan's working on. So if I click on view, this is going to give me the preview just like how I opened it with the slash command. So this is generates a PNG view, which I can, which is like the final product. And without him having to generate it, I can preview it as a PNG image. And if I go to files and if I click on comments, there's another button called comments. Here you can see that my comment has been added as well. So you can see all the comments that are available in or that are posted in that Figma file directly from this widget. Now I've done everything that a manager needs from a Figma app directly from Cliq without opening the Figma application itself. So I have had a concise view of all the projects that are available in Figma for me, Figma folder, and I could preview the generated image as a PNG image, the Figma file, and I could also add and view comments in that Figma file. That's all I need. That's all I'm going to do with the Figma file anyway. So I haven't opened the Figma application itself. This will save me a lot of time because I don't have to keep opening the other application and coming back to here to collaborate with each other. So that's it for the Figma extension. Now let's get on with the third extension, which is going to be Jira. Now, shifting our focus to Jira. Jira is a project management tool and issue tracking application. Many developers would love this as it comes with a bunch of handy pre-configured view for tasks and issues to track during work. So it's designed to cater to developers and project managers. As Jira within Cliq, it provides a unified space for efficient issue tracking, sprint planning, and real-time collaboration. It transforms the way development teams communicate and manage tasks, and it offers a seamless integration of Jira functionalities into the Cliq platform. Now, the extension features include you can generate a list of pending tasks with one shortcut, with the slash command shortcut. You get a bot that automatically pulls updates into a channel, and you can convert any message into an issue or a task, and you can also check into due tasks on time, because it'll every day or every week, according to how you configure it, it'll show you all the due tasks. So let's get to the live demo on how this works. Now if I close this, so we have a Jira widget on the side. I have pinned this here, pinned it to the sidebar. And if you don't have it here after installing, remember you have to go to settings, more apps, search for that particular application, and click on add the sidebar, this button. Now here you can see. So before we get into this this live demo, I want to tell you the example scenario that I'm going to be focusing on. Let's say I'm a marketing manager and I'm going to do a webinar about the Jira integration to my team, because I've just installed the Jira extension and I want to tell my team how useful it is, because my entire team uses Jira. So to do this webinar, I've split this particular task into a number of subtasks. So to do the webinar, I need to do a lot of things. First one is to establish a title and a plan. The title is the Jira extension webinar, and the plan is to do it for my team. So that's the first one. And the next one, I have to work on slides, which will be done with the help of my designer Ryan. And the third one is to create a script, which I'm going to talk about. So I can't just go ahead and talk about the Jira extension without any further without doing any research on it. So the research and the script are going to be one, and I also need to create test accounts and integrate use the extension with the test account so that I can create a demo during the webinar, so I can showcase how the extension works and how people can use it in my team. So here we have three options. So this is the integrations webinar that that the work that I'm gonna focus on. So this integrations webinar has all the subtasks are split into three. So to do, in progress, and done. To do, as in this hasn't been started yet. So test accounts integration, integrating with the test accounts hasn't been started yet, and it has a due date and the priority is medium, and we also have a description which is integrated with test accounts to test out the features. You have the options to edit, or you also have the edit option to delete it. So let's go to the next one, which is in progress. So these are the tasks that are currently being worked on. So this is the script, and we also have so let's say we need to work on the script. So the script of the webinar, which is in progress, and the priority is medium, and the due date is 31st of January 2024. So if I want to edit the due date, because the date is so close, because it's today, I have to work on this script. So I need to increase the priority to high. So if I click on edit, here you can see that everything about that particular task issue is shown here. So it's a script, and the description it's assigned to me, the priority, and the due date. So the priority I'm going to change it to highest because it's due today, and I'm click on update. And in progress, and I also need to add another okay, so let's go to the done, the next one, which is done, everything that has been done for that particular webinar. So the title and the planning have been done. So this has been done, and this due date was also today, which I already did last week. So the title and the planning for this webinar has been done. So the best part about this widget is that you get a summarized view of this particular task or issue. So let's say this task has three issues. The first one is the title and the planning, which has already been done, which is one with 33.3%. And we need to start the integrations with the test accounts. That's the to do in, and which is what's in progress, which is the script that's in progress, which is 33.3%. You get the completion percentage of this particular task, which is the integrations webinar. Here you can assign, you can have like an overview pie chart of how the task is going on, what has been done, how much has been done in this particular task, and what are the issues that are to be done, and what are the things that have been started. And you can also check the due dates. Now I mentioned that I also need to work on slides. Here you can see that what's in progress is only the script for the webinar. I also need to start slides. So these slides are going to be assigned to my designer, who's Ryan. So I'm going to go to Ryan's chat. Hi Ryan, I need you to work on the slides for my Jira integration webinar. Now if I enter this, I want this to be added in my in Jira as well as an issue for my webinar. So instead of having to go to Jira and adding this as an issue, I can just use the message action again, and I can create an issue. So I'm gonna proceed to allow. I'm gonna select the project as integrations webinar. The issue type is a task. And Jira integration. Now slides creative build. and I'm going to assign it to Ryan, and the priority is going to be medium. So let's say I want it to be high because it's all the due date is going to be a little bit closer. I want him to submit it by 2nd of February, and I'm going to click on add issue. Yes. So the new issue has been created. Thank you. Now you can see that every time I edit or add an issue, a message is popping up in the conversations. Here, if you go to this, you can see that all the message. So the issue script has been updated from medium to highest, or a new task has been created and assigned to Ryan by Scott at Integrations Webinar. Need you to work on the slides for my Jira integration webinar. So everything that has been done in that is being updated in my Jira is being updated in the channel as well. So if I open my Cliq instead of opening my Jira, I could have a concise view of what's happening with my Jira extension webinar task and all the issues that have been going on directly in my chat. So how do you do this? So the Jira extension allows you to map a particular task with the channel as well. So here I have a particular channel called Jira webinar. So I've created this channel, and every update regarding the Jira webinar is going to be pulled right into this channel. So how do you do that? So to do that, go to Jira bot. Here at the start, you'll have to configure the Jira bot. So this with this you can use the help document, and here you can see that I mapped this channel. So when you map a channel, you can associate one click channel with a project name. So I've associated. So since I've already associated that, it's not going to show my webinar extension project. It's not going to show up here. So instead of mapping a new channel, I'm going to click on view map channel, and it's going to showcase that the integrations webinar project name has been mapped to the channel Jira webinar by Scott. That's it. So if this is that particular channel. So when a new task is created, you'll get a notification. When a task is updated, you get a notification. When a task is done and moved to the done folder, done issue, you also get updated. So every update to that particular task you get in that channel. So I've done everything that I need to do in Jira without opening the Jira app at all. So you've seen the common thing with all the extensions. I haven't opened that particular app. So all you have to do is open the app once when you install the extension freshly and connect your particular app and your Cliq for the first time. And after that, you don't need to open the application at all. All you have to do is just open Cliq and do everything that you want: collaboration and note taking if you're in Jira, or design commentary if you're using Figma, or whichever application that you want. So extensions help you do everything that you can do from Cliq itself. So that's it. So let's go. So what are the advantages? Let's get into the advantage. These are the three extensions that we saw today. So there are much more, but since due to time constraints, we're only going to be showcasing these three because these are the three newly released extensions. So let's jump into the advantages of marketplace extensions. So why do you need marketplace extensions? So they're easy to install. So every extensions that are already published in the marketplace extension are ready to use. They're in the plug and play state. All you have to do is click install, connect your application. If it's connecting a third-party application, connect that particular application with your Cliq, and then that's it. It's ready to use. You don't have to do any extra configuring. And second point is it's verified by the Zoho Cliq team. Every single extension that goes up in our Cliq marketplace is verified and vetted by our Zoho Cliq development team, privacy team, and compliance team. So everything that you see in the marketplace, it's safe to download and use. So it's a centralized hub, just like how Play Store and App Store are like the central place where you install your apps for iPhone or apps for your Android phone. Any extension that you want to add to Cliq, Zoho is available. That's available in the marketplace is uploaded in a Zoho Cliq marketplace. So these extensions, like how I showcased in the live demo, they increase the functionality of your workflow and increase productivity because you don't have to keep switching between apps. And due to the sheer number of extensions that are available for different roles, how Figma is available for designers, Notion is available for project managers, and Jira is available for team leaders. It has different extensions for different roles. So whichever role that you're doing with Click, you can check out the marketplace and see which extension would best suit for your role and reduce your workflow. And we also and continuously improve the extensions that are available in the marketplace through updates. So when you install an extension at the first time, you have the option to automatically update the extension whenever an update is available. You have the option there if you select it. So whenever we upload a new and improved version of an extension, Click will automatically download the new extension and install it in your particular organization. If you don't, you can manually go to the Click marketplace, and it will showcase that a new update 1.2 or 1.3 is available. If you want to download it, you can manually click on the button, and it will download the extension and replace the previous version with the new version. So when you go to the marketplace, if you see any extensions that you have a problem with, or any available extensions that you have a problem with, that you think something is wrong or not working, you can drop a mail at support@zohocliq.com. Or if you're looking at the marketplace and you're searching for one particular application which is not there and you can't find it, which has not been created yet, you can also drop a mail at support@zohocliq.com for a new extension application, asking them to connect Click and this particular application for you, and we'll start working on that extension as well. Or if you can also post it as a question here, and we'll send it to our product management team. Thank you so much for attending this webinar. I hope it gave you much insight, since a lot of people didn't know about the extension marketplace. It gave you insight about extensions and how useful they could be. I hope you guys check out the marketplace and find out good extensions. Or if you don't see the extension for the application that you're looking for, you drop a mail to us at support@ZohoCliq, and we'll actively start working on the extension and look on the feasibility and start working on it as well. Thank you so much. I hope I hope this helped.